This is what the dock looks like when you get it. It's got non-skid bottom. So this is all machined out of a solid piece of aluminum. This back part's separate, of course, but it's all attached. You got a provision for the wrench you're going to need to use and for the cable to come out. Here's what they look like before. One solid piece of aluminum that I machine. Here's one that's unpainted, as you can see. Then they're painted. The urethane, it's real strong paint, and a primer. This area here, it's hard to see in the video, but the place where your phone sets is flocked with this soft felt-like stuff that I use. Real solid. Now this is how you set up your dock when you first get it, so it adjusts to your phone. Whether you don't have a case, have an extended battery, it'll fit all those. First you want to go ahead and slide this in here into this block. Push it all the way in. Then what you want to do is go ahead and just tighten this up. Not tight, just snug it up, because it's not going to stay there. Just make sure this just doesn't move. Now, what you want to do is go ahead and take your liners off of your tape. This tape is super strong. It holds 160 pounds per square inch. It won't come off unless, of course, you want it to, which I'll demonstrate later. Now take your phone and put it in here, flip it over, and make sure your port is centered with this hole while holding the back snug against the dock and the bottom as well. And then go ahead and plug it in. Route your cable here. Then holding your phone the same way. Make sure it stays still. This is why I say not to tighten this screw too tight when you start out. Just loosen this. And then what you do is you take this block that's surrounding the cord, the cable end, and you push it up towards the phone. That way that tape then seats to the bottom of the dock. Now, go ahead and snug this back up while you're still holding it. It doesn't have to be too tight. I mean, matter of fact, you don't want it to tighten it too much, because this screw could go through this cable if you tighten it too tight. I mean, it's just there to hold this little cable in, so. And then that's it. You're all ready to go. And you just, there it's, and when you want to dock it, you just put it on there. And I'll show you, I'll plug it in. As you can see, it lit up, it's charging now. And when you want to undock it, there it's undocked, docked. The little light comes on. It's probably hard to see in the video. There, that's it. As you can see, the cable does see there's a provision for the cable. This is not a light item. I mean, this is a solid piece of aluminum. So quite a bit of work goes into making these. I would say about a lot more than the plastic ones that they sell. I can assure you that. Hours to make these. Now let's say you decide that you want to change cases. Well, then it will change dimensions, of the dock itself. That's why, the fixed port docks, they don't work. I mean, because they're not set up to adjust like these. What you'd want to do is you go ahead and flip your dock over, and you take the cable, this little screw loose. I give you this wrench, and I give you extra tape, and so you can do this. And now this one's going to come off pretty easy because I just put this on here. But I mean, after 24 hours, these get really rock solid. You're probably not going to be able to put your fingers in here and turn this because it really gets stuck. So I would just say, wedge a screwdriver in here or something and just give it a twist after you pull this cable out, of course. Then you just go ahead and pull this out of here. And then what you'll need to do is just go ahead and, this tape always stays slightly soft, so you just go ahead and pull this off, and then cut a couple pieces of tape off the tape that I give you, and you're done. Also, which I didn't do here, since I knew I was going to take it right back apart, I give you an alcohol pad. You want to wipe in here before you go ahead and mount this. I mean, that's an important part because this stuff is really sensitive to dirt and moisture. So wipe it down with your alcohol pad, then make sure that it's dry, and then go ahead and put this in. And this is not going to be anything that will come loose, so you won't have to worry about that. Before you put the tape back on this adjustable port block, go ahead and wipe this down with alcohol and make sure it's dry as well. Well, thanks a lot for watching my installation video. I hope you like these. A lot of work goes into them. I'm sure you'd be pleased if you actually could handle one of these because it's not quite what you would expect. It's a real solid piece. Thanks again.